Your Majesties, Your Royal Highnesses, distinguished members of the Princess of Asturias Award Foundation, my esteemed colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, amigos. I am so honored to be here this evening, to be included among these accomplished, generous talents in this beautiful hall, which I feel if we listen, we can hear the echoes of the voices of many of our heroes of the 20th and this very young century. It's hard for me to imagine that I am here, because I think sometimes that I have pretended to be extraordinary women all my life, that sometimes I'm mistaken for one. But I am truly, truly grateful for this recognition of the art of acting, which is the work of my life, and the essence of which remains very mysterious even to me. What is it that actors do, really? The actor's shape-shifting, substance-less gift is what makes it hard to assess and measure. What is its worth to us, its value? I know for me, when I see a performance that speaks to me, particularly, I keep it in my heart for days or even decades. You know, when I feel that other person's pain or their joy or I laugh at their foolishness, I feel as if I've discovered something true, and I feel more alive, and I feel connected, but connected to what? To people, other people. To have the experience of being someone else. So what is this magic connection? We know that empathy is the heart of the actor's gift. It's the current that connects me and my actual pulse to a fictional character. And I can make her heart race, or I can quiet it as a scene requires, and my nervous system, sympathetically wired to hers, carries that current out to you, and to the woman sitting next to you, and to her friend. And in the live theater, we can all feel as if we're feeling it together. And it is easier to be emotionally connected to people who are like us. You know, it's... But I've always been interested and pulled to understand that other counterintuitive instinct that we have to understand strangers, people that are not like us, the imaginative ability we have to follow the stories of people outside our tribe as if they were our own. In my own work, I've been criticized, for going too far afield from my own lived experience, from veering too far away from my own truth or my identity, all the accents, the nationalities, and I played a man once. But is it just a stunt to want to wrap my arms around the world, to want to wander and wonder and try to see through the so many different colored eyes and experiences? I'm just a nice middle-class girl from New Jersey. So who am I to presume to wear the shoes of the first female prime minister of the UK, or to imagine being a Polish Holocaust survivor, an Italian housewife, or a rabbi, or the arbiter, or the final arbiter of the fashion world? Because that's not my area of expertise, honestly. A great Spanish artist, Pablo Picasso, said, "To imitate others is necessary. To imitate oneself is pathetic." And another great Spanish artist, Penelope Cruz, said, "You cannot live your life looking at yourself from someone else's point of view." Huh? That's my bad Penelope imitation. So I persevere in spite of the critics because I think it is an actor's job to trespass, to appropriate another's life, to embody lives that are not like ours. The most important part of our job is to make each life accessible and felt to an audience, whether that audience is in a small theater in Malaga or whether they're watching via streaming media from all around the globe. One rule that actors are taught in drama school is that you must never judge your character, the character you're playing. Judging makes you sit outside her experience. And the bargain you make when you climb into her shoes is to try to see the world through her eyes. Let the audience judge. You make your own best case on her behalf. We are all born with fellow feeling, empathy, a porous, shared humanity. Babies will cry just on seeing the tears of another. But as we grow up, we set about to tamp down those feelings, to suppress them, and to supplant them in favor of self-preservation or ideology, and we mistrust and we suspect the motives of other people that are not like us. And so we arrive at this unhappy moment in history. When I was in college, I designed the costumes for Lorca's great timeless play, The House of Bernarda Alba. And in it, one of the sisters, Martirio, says, "History repeats itself. I can see that everything is a terrible repetition." And Lorca wrote this impassioned play 2 months before his own murder, on the eve of another cataclysm, that he could see from so high above, that he had such a distance on events so close to his own throat is extraordinary. That he could express through Martirio a wisdom that could not save him, but serves as a warning to us is a gift to the world. To act in such a play is to give a voice to the dead that the living can hear. It's an actor's privilege. The gift of empathy is something we do all share, this mysterious ability to sit in a darkened theater, strangers next to each other, and to feel the feelings of people that don't look like us, don't sound like us. It's one that we could all do well to take outside into the daylight. Empathy. Empathy may be a radical form of outreach and diplomacy in other theaters of endeavor in our world, in our increasingly hostile and volatile world. I hope we take to heart another lesson that every actor is taught, and that is, it's all about listening. Thank you for listening. Thank you. And thank you for this great honor. Thank you.